All right, it is 4 o'clock. We'll call this meeting to order.
That's okay.
Roll call will find all cities here except Mayor Kleiss has not joined us yet via WebEx. Are there any additions or changes?
No changes, no additions.
All right. Need approval of the agenda?
Motion approved. Second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Consent agenda items 5 through 8. I would like to pull item 5.
Make a motion to approve consent 6 through 8.
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. The only reason I pulled 5 is because I wasn't here. So I'll abstain from that when you want to. Somebody can move to.
I'll move 5.
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And I'll abstain just because I wasn't here. All right, open forum. Is there anyone here for open forum?
No.
Nope. Nobody's here for open forum. Recognition of Dean Hinkemeyer, 35 years of service.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Dean celebrated 35 years of service on December 2nd. He spent 25 years as a full-time fixed route operator. Following that, for about 6 years, he was a part-time operator, part-time training instructor, still on an overall full-time basis. And then on December 31st of 2017, he moved into the full-time training and safety specialist position that he is in today. We have been very happy to have him as part of our team. And I just want to say thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
He's also on vacation.
He is also here celebrating with us while on vacation.
He was at home watching Gunsmoke. And
Hey, I'll tell you what, that's a dedicated employee. If you give up gun smoke.
We're taking pictures? You want to
Yes,
photo up?
take pictures.
Photo up.
Yeah, I got my red shirt on.
Yeah, gee, I really dressed up nice for this one.
Yeah, you dressed up really good. You're usually like I'm dressed.
I
like that, Kurt.
Public Works.
A mechanic.
Top of the day together.
Right?
I'll slide over here.
Oh, okay.
Saying I liked it.
How about you do the jacket show up back there from behind him? Get close enough we can hide him.
Do I have to hold this one?
Oh, really?
Yes, you have to.
Yeah, we gotta let him right here.
Thank you. Well, gotta make room. Okay.
Now we figure we can put him up front a little bit. There we go. See, it
I'm
works.
gonna get Ryan in here.
Right.
Where are you going?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, Ryan who?
I'm standing next to this mechanic.
Yeah, Ryan who?
Whenever you're ready.
Whenever you're ready.
Long time today. Super long time. I'm just tucking in.
Fix the tie.
All right.
Smiles. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats again. I know how to fix those ties.
That's one
I know.
observation.
I take them off.
Take them off, right? You don't
Best one
wear them.
up there was Gene. There's no doubt in my mind.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. All right.
Congratulations. You're free to go. We can stay tonight. Thanks for coming.
Dave, you're online. Are you on?
I'm online, but
Thank
since
you.
you're there,
I
you
forgot I was
here,
gonna
I'll just
see
be there.
Okay. All right. We're on. We just recognized Dean Hinkemeyer for 35 years of service.
Right, I saw the photo. That's good. Congratulations. That's a remarkable period of time.
All right. Then we're on item 10, consideration of transit asset management plan update.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. So I have to apologize. The document that I included in the board packet was incorrect. I inadvertently forgot to update the goals or the target goals chart on the second page. So I do have a copy here if you would like to see those. Again, I apologize. I should have updated that and included that. But basically what I'm doing is I'm keeping the goals the same because right now we're having trouble getting buses, we're having trouble getting certain things. And so not knowing what the future is going to hold for this, I certainly don't want Metrobus to be held to any sort of standard that we can't meet given the supply chain. And so I'll reevaluate those depending on the outcome of this meeting and some questions that I have for the commission. I'll update those. We're required to update the plan every 4 years, and so I made some changes within the plan. There were some formatting things, obviously changed the goals. I changed, the original plan called for a facilities update every 4 years and an equipment update every 3 years, and so I changed those to be identical. So again, we'll complete the assessments on an every 4 year basis, and also update the transit asset management plan on a 4 year basis, and that aligns with FTA's requirements. The other question that I have for the commission is that we're not required to bring the transit asset management plan to the commission for approval every single time. It can be done and updated by the accountable executive, which would be me. So I'm not sure, when this was created, I wasn't part of the executive team, so I'm not quite sure why that was originally brought to the commission. I revisit this plan annually, even though we're only required to do it every 4 years. And so I guess my question for the commission is do you want to continue to require that to come to the commission every year when I'm updating that, or are you okay with me as the accountable executive updating it and making any changes? If there's anything major, if there's anything that comes out that certainly would affect that, I would bring it back to the commission. If it had any sort of major financial impacts or anything like that, I would certainly continue to bring it forward. But I guess it's one more thing that adds another level to things of bringing it back to the commission, when really all this outlines is how we maintain our equipment and how we the lists we have of our equipment and our facilities. And so it really is something that we can handle internally, unless you have a different opinion of that. But so I just wanted to bring that forward today as well. So.
Commissioners, what do you think? Every 4 years? Every year?
I wouldn't mind seeing it.
You want to see it every year, or you?
I'm wondering if we take more of a hybrid approach to that, and that maybe you can offer us bullet points of what you're changing, or any aspects to it. Maybe we don't need to vote on it as a commission, but
just to see.
I guess from an asset perspective, I just don't want to wait to have a conversation at budget time.
Sure. Of
any plans that you're looking to take, whether it's year 1 or year 5. So I'm open to seeing it. I guess I agree the executive team can maybe approve it, but
Yeah.
Just every year, just a brief thing that says we didn't make any changes, or these are the changes we made.
What if we do this? What if each year I bring regularly or annually I bring forward an update to the commission, an operations update? What if I just make it part of that?
Perfect.
If there's any
Yeah.
pieces that I'll
right.
just put a section transit asset management and just bring any sort of changes or any sort of updates that would just some high level main points. I can do that.
Yeah,
That works.
Mr. Chair.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I wouldn't mind seeing it, but I don't think we need to approve it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I heard
Yep.
you say, right?
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm fine with that.
So what do you need with this one? Do you need approval for this one, or not? this
I
time?
think if we could just get an approval and a vote on this one, and then a motion and an approval on not bringing it to the full board in the future, that would work.
Approval with the changes that were
Yep.
stated verbally, not the changes that were in the
Right.
packet.
I'll try and do that. Motion to approve the changes represented in the meeting, and subsequent changes will be managed at executive staff level, updated to commission annually.
Second.
All right, further discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. All right, item 11, consideration of North Star Link Master Funding Agreement.
All right, thank you, commissioners. So before you, in the packet is the master funding agreement. It's a 5-year agreement. We did talk about this, I think, in July. The regional rail authorities decided on a different percentage of the allocation of the expenditures. And so, because Anoka dropped out of the equation. And so with that, I put the new master agreement, and on the bottom of page 2 is kind of the new funding allocation. And so we do have, by email, we do have agreement with the 3 left regional rail authorities. So I just wanted to let you know it's not signed yet, but there is verbal or email agreement that they are going to sign it. So if you have any questions, I can answer those.
Okay. Anybody got any questions on?
Mr. Chair?
Yeah.
I just had a typo on page 12. It says Stearns County Regional Railroad Authority, Sherburne County, I think regional spelled wrong. There's a typo there.
I will get that fixed.
I thought maybe you saw that already, but
Oh, yeah, that's on both.
okay, I think it was okay in the rest of them.
Yep, I will get that fixed.
It was just a fluke I caught that one,
Yeah.
trust me.
No,
Yeah, really.
I was trying to watch a football game last time while I was reading this.
Yep, I will get that fixed.
All right.
Just due to
Go
the
for that, or
timing,
that's just
too.
for information.
Hello.
Hello.
Did you guys go past the open forum already?
Yes.
I'm requesting to speak and I did not hear anything about open forum.
Okay, can you just hang on a second? I want to get this off the table and then
Okay,
I'll let you,
thank you.
I'll come back to you then. How's that? Apparently it's okay.
Yes, thank you.
Do you need a vote on that, or that's just for information?
It was just informational.
Yeah, okay, well then, okay, now, I'll go back to open forum if you have anything. Go ahead.
I'm trying to get this lined up. Okay, hello everyone. Requesting 5 minutes. I have 3 things. Is that acceptable?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, one thing off the bat, this meeting is not very accessible. The screen that shows the majority of you is very small. I'm not sure if that's a problem with my settings, but ask also to figure out a way to identify yourselves, because it's very hard to tell who's speaking. The picture is very tiny. My 3 concerns, I spoke with someone yesterday that is encountering difficulty accessing your meetings, and this person has given up, but has tried for years to get in, has attempted multiple times to get help getting into the meetings, the virtual ones, and has some concerns. And a request was made that if you're changing out people, people coming and going, please make sure to do a good handoff, perhaps a warm handoff. And this person I spoke with, who is in Kurt's area, basically has had so much trouble getting into the meetings, and the meetings are going by so quickly that by the time this person has attempted to speak, you're either done with your meeting or she just gave up. I just want to remind you that you guys exist as a bus commission for the public, and especially with the worker shortage, it's very important to consider the riders. So many of the riders are taxpayers too, and I'd really like to see the bus commission still do a lot of improvement on caring about accessibility, transparency, and accountability. For me personally, and I have standing on this, the bus pass conversion issue, it could go on for longer than 5 minutes, so I won't take up your time with that. I called multiple times asking if it was time, and was told no. I happened to have been in the hospital and I forgot where I put my bus passes, but I paid and other people paid money for these passes. And just like gift cards, a major gift card legal decision many years ago, that when people pay for gift cards, the value should not be drained or taken away. I'd like to see if you would reconsider the bus pass issue. I received no benefit from that free fare thing. I was unable to use the bus during that whole time. The other thing is, I've gotten another concern that the WebEx meetings may not be fully accessible, and I noticed, as long as you're taping these, I think some of you remember that I asked for audio-visual copies of the meetings years ago, and you guys said you couldn't do it, and look at, now you can. How about placing these audio-visual meetings or a substitute that is equal or better in value onto the website? There are multiple reasons why many people want to see the meetings, and I know that all or most of your jurisdictions have decided that your city council meetings are audio video, and some of you save them. I know Sartell does, I know St. Cloud does. It would benefit the public and many others to just stick them on the website that people can see it. But right now, to be really honest, the big picture, you guys look like little tiny ants, and it's very hard to see. So those are my 3 concerns. I'm okay with follow-up. I really didn't have to come back and do this, but some people have concerns, and I'd really like to see a really big effort to treat your public in this with equal concern. So thank you.
All right, I think we've got that. I saw notes being taken, so. All right, thanks, Kim.
Thank you.
All right, department update.
Commissioners, 2021 was a year full of challenges. Despite these challenges, the Metrobus team stepped up to the plate to ensure our customers receive the service they expect. Our fiscal year 2022 is well underway. We started collecting fares. We completed an annual trolley food drive where we collected over 7,000 pounds of food and we raised over $1,700 in cash. And we were able to distribute that to our various local food shelves such as Catholic Charities, Promise Neighborhood, and the Salvation Army. Internally, we received notification from the FTA regarding our triennial. The triennial process is expected to be completed by spring-summer of 2022. We are now in the beginning stages of gathering information, known as a request for information document that we received from the selected auditor. So we're in the process now of gathering that information and sending it to the auditor, and then he or she will be in touch with us regarding as far as meeting dates and times. Once that process is over, we'll do a presentation to the board consistent to how we have done in the past when we had similar audits and triennials. Cybersecurity breaches continue to be a challenge, not just for us, but for organizations here locally, nationwide. Here at Metrobus, we have worked with our insurance company to get some type of additional cybersecurity coverage to help us, should we be in an event, unlikely event that we have some type of similar cybersecurity breach incident again. As a result of that, we have implemented training methods here internally where all of our staff members who have access to email have went through a security awareness training. We've been through that to help mitigate spam, phishing, that kind of stuff, and just to keep people more aware on the dangers of just clicking links, opening emails that you don't recognize, things of that nature. So that security awareness training covered that, and we have 100% completion rate of that training with all employees who have access to emails. Recruitment also continues to be a challenge, not just for us, but once again for just businesses here locally and nationwide. Here at Metrobus, we have done taken on a lot of initiatives to help bring staff members through the door. We introduced the online portal to make it easier for applicants to apply for Metrobus jobs online. We have we've done a lot more things social media wise, advertising. We actually started training for CDL permit testing, bring people in the door. And we also implemented the hiring bonus, and we also did a sign-on bonus as well. So with these different processes in place, we'll get candidates in the door, and once we get the candidates in the door, sometimes they're not able to go through our stringent training practices or training program, and then we have to unfortunately let candidates go. But process is working, we're getting attention, we're getting traction, we're getting people to come through the door. So hopefully this year we get get seats behind the wheels here at Metro Bus. We're also partnering with CentraCare and the St. Cloud School District to help provide transportation, help provide access to people who need transportation to the various school districts within our service area. CentraCare and the St. Cloud School District, they have mobile clinics set up at certain schools within the St. Cloud area, and transportation was a barrier for some of the students who wanted to go get vaccinated. So we're partnering with them to provide those rides within our service area to get students to the clinic so they get the vaccines. Operationally, we're managing to meet service daily. Currently, the operations team and the executive team are working on identifying initiatives on how we could kind of mitigate the challenges that we are having with sick operators not coming to work and the overtime. We are working on coming up with different initiatives so we can continue to ensure that we meet the needs of our customers here in the St. Cloud community. With that, that completes the update. I'm open to any questions you may have. And happy holidays to you.
Commissioners, any questions for the boss?
No, I only get to talk once a year, so when I talk, I try to keep it short and sweet,
Once a year. I have a question. Brian, how many?
Can you repeat that? I didn't get all of it. Kidding.
Brian, how many job openings do you have right now?
25 open positions right now, currently.
That might be a little, well, with dispatchers,
With
yeah.
dispatchers,
Yep.
right. 25. Mhm.
Is that
It's primarily fixed route.
Has that remained fairly steady, or are you making some improvements?
We see ebbs and flows, but it seems like when we think we're doing really well, then we have a little hiccup, and then we feel we're right back to where we are now. This is kind of our high point of vacancies. So I mean,
All right.
we keep pushing through, but.
Great, thank you.
Okay, any other comments, questions? All right, anybody got anything else?
I can make up something. We can talk about it.
I tell you what, we're gonna leave and you and Dave can talk. All right, then, yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we are adjourned at 4:22.